All of our emotions are okay. We're human beings. Anger is part of our emotional repertoire. Hate also, believe it or not, is part of our repertoire. We can hate something. We can love something. We can be angry with something. It's all okay. And our little children need to really hear that and say, you're giving permission to say, you know, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to like your body. It's okay to be in your body. And so these little parts of ourselves need to hear that once in a while and say, you know, it's all right. And that hopefully we can sit with that sometimes and say, hey, let's sit with your part of yourself that's a little scared to feel your body. And say, wow, it's okay. Let's do that right now. And you know, when I work with people in my office, I have stuffed animals all over the place because it's all geared toward helping the little children inside. Because those are the ones that we need to help unlock them from the, believe it or not, the places that we hide them look like our rooms. If we actually go there, they look like they're hiding in our room when we were a little kid, and they're under the bed. And we have to go in and say, hey, hi, you under the bed. Can we pull you out and talk with you for a little bit? And they say, I'm really sad, I want to cry. And then you start crying. Because the closer you get to a part without collapsing on it, the more you're going to experience that emotion. And so now your adult body can handle that emotion, process, digest that emotion for that child part. And all of a sudden the child say, wow, I feel so much better. And she'll smile at you and look at you. And then you say, let's get out of the room. Let's go somewhere nice. And we go to the beach or the mountains or something like that. And we open up a space. And we take the child away from an energetic box and free them into the soul. And so I always work with finding a safe space. And each of us, we can still do this right now. Think about if you could go somewhere on this planet or anywhere in your imagination that's the most safest, wonderfulest, grandest, beautifulest space in the world, where would it be? Would it be in the mountains, on the beach, on an island, in a forest? Think about that for a second. Just go there. What would be your place that you would go? Right? Describe it to yourself. Oh my God, there's trees, or there's a mountain, the mountains are full of pines. Or there's a beach, and there's white sand, and the water is blue, the sky is blue. Think about it. Is the sun up? Or is it just lit? Can you see the sky, or are trees blocking it? Are there clouds? Really bring your body into this. Can you feel the air moving on your skin? Can you feel the temperature of the air or the water around you? Right? And now as you get a sense of this wonderful space where no one else is allowed ever, only you are allowed, what does it feel like to be there? Does it feel safe? Does it feel relaxing? Does it feel comfortable? And what I say is when you find this place and really define it, you're gaining an access to your soul. This is your soul giving you an image of what you look like on the inside. This is your safe spot. This is you. And it's your access point to the soul. Now, if you flew up from that point, you would see continents and worlds and everything beyond that that you want to explore. But this first image is your soul giving you the place to land in it, so that you can explore it. And when you sit there 5 minutes every day, you're telling your local self that I want to work for my soul again. And my soul, mine, I have a picture of it actually on my wall. I'm on halfway up a mountain. There's waterfalls going down all around me. There's a cabin and a big swing, and I'm just sitting there watching a sunset between two mountains. It's always the sunset, and the water's always flowing over the mountains. And it's just very relaxing and very peaceful. And mountains are very empowering for me. That's my safe spot. No one's allowed there. And when I go there, I feel wonderful. So when you start working from your safe spot, you start working at a deeper level. You're asking your soul to invite you in again, to start working on those deeper levels. And you find that when you start working from your soul and you bring your child parts to your soul space, they feel very open and free again. And you'll notice that whenever you bring a child part, they usually start playing. If you're at the beach, they'll run into the water, or they'll start building castles, or they'll start doing something. If they're near a stream, they'll run through the water, or start picking up rocks, or they'll be looking at moss. Okay, if you're in a field and there's flowers, you'll be looking at the flowers and picking and smelling the flowers. Right? So this is what we do when we start. And so we recognize that the child parts want to be back in the soul. They want to be part of the whole again. And by bringing them into this safe soul space, they're very willing and amenable to then integrate back in to you. And so there's usually an integration period where we take that part and feel them integrate back into our heart and into our being. And so this is a lot of the work that I do. As I work a lot with the child parts and integrating them so that you feel whole again. and actually, believe it or not, more energized, have more capacity. But this is the type of work that I do. I tend to work with the child parts.